Newtown was an incredibly important destination during the American Revolution. It was the county seat for Bucks County. So this is where the courthouse was located, the prison, and of course the Bucks County Treasury. Taverns such as this were important destinations because it's where members of the Supreme Court would gather, it's where jury members would gather. There's actually tavern inventories which specify that rooms were dedicated to sheriffs and juries sleeping in taverns. So they would attract a lot of people who were here on important judicial business. So I'm standing here in the Half Moon Inn, or the Court Inn here in Newtown, and this building is actually owned by the Newtown Historical Association. And this is a very unique example of a tavern that was actually run and operated by a woman during the American Revolution here in Bucks County. The American Revolution was partially born in taverns such as this. It is where important government meetings are taking place. It's where they would gather around the fire during that time period and discuss what was happening during revolutionary Bucks County. They would discuss politics, they would discuss the events of the war. It's where people collected their mail. It was a major hub for exchanging information and having political discourse. It might surprise a lot of people, but taverns were in fact frequently run by women. They would inherit the property if their husband, who was a tavern keeper, passed away, and they would resume operation of it for many years until their death. This inn, the Court Inn, or the Half Moon Inn, was operated by Margaret Thornton, who inherited the tavern from her husband Joseph when he passes away. And this document here is actually a tavern license from the collection of the Mercer Museum Research Library, granting Margaret Thornton permission to continue operating a house of entertainment here in Newtown. So I am standing in an example of what was called a cage bar, which you can tell why it was called a cage bar. It does resemble a cage. And actually what would happen at night, so that there would be sort of no wandering guests coming down and taking a nibble or a drink on their own, the tavern keeper would actually close the cage and make sure that nothing behind the bar was accessible. Women during the American Revolution could be influenced by the politics of their husband, but they also were asked to decide their allegiance, whether they wanted to remain loyal to the British Crown or throw in their lot with the American Revolution. And women would fall on either side of a conflict. Sometimes taverns were sort of determined to be a Loyalist or a Patriot tavern, which of course, if it's a woman tavern keeper, she would influence that decision. There are women who are Loyalists, who are helping spy on the Bucks County Courthouse or the prison building. They're riding out with their cousins or brothers or husbands, living rough in the woods, engaging in Loyalist activities.